I'm back, still staying consistent with my YouTube, and I think that's kind of important to remember, especially because this video is about motivation and staying motivated. And YouTube is something that I've always struggled to stay motivated with. I've made the video here and there. I've tried to commit to doing other kinds of videos, and it's always been a huge block in my mind. So motivation for me comes in various forms, but today's video is about staying motivated to be healthy, to stay motivated to be active regularly, to stay motivated to eat a healthy, balanced diet over a long period, and hopefully for as long as you live. But as we all know, motivation is really hard to retain, and that's something that I'm going to discuss further in this video. So I have been a bit of a nerd. I've written down some notes on my cute notebook, which I love, because there's a lot to talk about here and I don't want to forget anything. So, let's start with what motivation is and how that can affect you and your life. Motivation fundamentally is the way that you kind of perceive life. So motivation has a huge scale. Some people think this level could be they're motivated. Some people have high motivation levels and low motivation levels, and it all depends on the person. So for me, motivation is really, really important in my life when it comes to exercise, when it comes to running my own business, where it comes to eating a healthy, balanced diet. And that will be different for you. So you can't compare yourself to what other people do when it comes to going to the gym, eating well. You can use them to influence you and encourage your motivation levels, but don't compare them. So as I said, motivation comes in different forms, it comes in different levels. I'm trying to think of a better word for levels, but that will come to me later. When it comes to healthy living, exercise and healthy eating are two of the hardest things to motivate yourself in anything. We all motivate ourselves to get up and go and earn money because we have a really clear reward. We work for a certain amount of hours and we get paid for that. Whereas with exercise and healthy eating, you don't see that reward immediately. It's something that comes with time. And also, that's not something that's been it's not important in our lives. Exercise and healthy eating is probably last on our priority list. First comes family, then, work, socialising, TV, Netflix, and then exercise and healthy eating at the bottom. And it sucks, but yeah, healthy eating and exercise require planning. They require extra time to kind of think about what you're going to do, depending on what you do. So what I'm going to suggest is I'm going to give you some tips to stay motivated, to be able to consistently live a healthy and happy life. One major thing when it comes to motivation is discipline, self-discipline. And a lot of us lack that, especially when it comes to things like chocolate or sweets or Netflix. Like, I love TV. I absolutely love it. It's something that was really important in my life ever since I was growing up. We're a big TV family. We love movies. A lot of my siblings are actually going into film. They're either actresses or animators and things like that. So film in my life is actually quite important. So having that time to spend time out watching my favourite series at the moment or going to watch a film is on my list of priorities. And sometimes that comes before exercise for me. But it's about that self-discipline that's really important. So finding a balance where you find a routine that works for you. So routine is something that we'll also come back to later. But self-discipline comes in many forms, whether you have an immediate reward or you have a reward in mind. So For example, if you are aiming to lose a certain number on the scales. Now, although I don't really encourage weighing because of the other things, and that's a whole other video, so I won't go into that today, but it's a good way to measure your progress, and that can instill a certain level of motivation and a certain level of self-discipline, because you're reconditioned to think, I've reached that goal, I want to make the next goal and the next goal, and that keeps you disciplined. Another thing is kind of shutting out all of those thought gremlins that kind of say, oh, just eat this chocolate bar, it won't hurt, or oh, you can miss this day off, you don't have to go to that class, you don't have to go to the gym, things like that. So finding a way to kind of shut those gremlins up is really important. So here are a couple of tips as how to do that. One thing is have a routine. So having a routine means that you're dedicating your time to actually going to the gym. My time is the morning or every Tuesday and Thursday at 12:30. I know there's a class there that I like. I know that once I've got it out of the way, I can then enjoy my TV in the evening or whatever I want to do in the evening. So making a plan. Tip number one, go and buy a planner or use your Google Calendar, because without planning when you're going to the gym and making that part of your weekly routine, it is really hard to stay motivated. Number two is mind blank. Number two is going to be inner resistance. So those thought gremlins create an inner resistance to what you do. Like, you want to do this because you understand how good it is for your body, but the gremlins on your shoulder or in your head are saying no, and that's where my mug comes in. This is when you need to get motivational, positive affirmations in your life or positive mindset strategies that encourage you to shut these gremlins out. And shout out to my client who bought me this mug. This is something that I say to myself, not today, Satan. It's those little satanic gremlins that just want to make your life a misery, and you just feel awful after you haven't gone to the gym. You feel awful after you've just overeaten all of that celebrations box. And you just say, not today. Like, you're not doing that today. I'm in control. I'm going to take lead on this. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm not going to listen to you, or I'm going to eat well. And number three is planning. I know I've mentioned getting a planner, but planning what you eat as well, which is really important. I try to encourage so many people to plan what they want to eat at the weekend for the week. Before you go and do your food shop, make a list of all the meals you're going to have in the week. That's the only way that I have found personally that I have stuck to have and live a healthy, have a healthy, balanced diet. Okay, so other things to discuss and that I think really important to point out is time. Time is a massive motivator for me. I don't want to spend the rest of my life on this level. I want to gradually excel. I want to go to the next level. And as morbid as it sounds, we are only here for a certain period of time, and that period of time is really important. You can change other people's lives, you can change your own life, you can do fantastic things. As human beings, we are so talented, we're so skilled, we're literally like, the sky is the limit. There's nothing that can stop us from doing anything that we want to do. So make your life goal, if that makes sense. Say to yourself, I want my life to be the best life it can be. Cliche, I know, and to do that, I want to be fit, I want to be healthy, I want to be active, I want to take control of my life. Because it's not just the effects of healthy eating and healthy living that has on your body, it's the mental effects. The more you do it, the more motivated you stay, the better the kind of human being you become. And understanding is really important when it comes to motivation. Understanding that life happens. Yes, you've been consistent for a week and then the next week you lose your job, or doesn't have to be that extreme. Your mood has is quite low and you're really struggling to kind of get on with life. But using exercise and healthy eating to manage that, it's a strategy. It's going to help you feel better in the end. Stay consistent. Don't let things like that, they're not little. I was about to say don't let little things like that stop you, because they're not little. At that moment in your life when you feel really low or something's going on in your life, you literally feel like the world is collapsing. And although it isn't at that moment, you realise later. So make sure that you understand what's going on in your life, and that it shouldn't be an excuse for you to just let everything go. Try and stay in control for as long as possible. The next thing I'd like to talk about is vision. Vision kind of comes into this. It's your life. What do you have in mind for the rest of your life? Do you see yourself in 5-10 years fit, healthy, strong? It depends what you want to do. It depends where you want your life to go when it comes to health and fitness. For example, me, I know that I want to better myself as a person physically and mentally. So I'm going to be competing in long distance runs or obstacle courses or trying things that I've never done before, because I know that pushes me as a human being, and I know that that's what makes me happy. It might be just something really simple as I want to be able to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning on a regular basis. That's as simple as it could be, but that betters you as a person if that's something that you really struggle with. And by doing that, then you create more time for yourself to live a healthier life. More time to go to the gym, more time to plan your meals, more time to prepare your meals. The next part of this video is going to be very obvious, and you probably heard people say this in the past before, but simple things to make you motivated, to help you stay motivated, and to just improve your life so that it's healthier and happier. So number one is make your bed in the morning. Now, another cliched saying, but making your bed in the morning is so important for your mindset. And one of my favourite phrases is tidy bed, tidy head. And if your surroundings and your vibes aren't good, then aren't giving off positive vibes, then your brain is just going to be chaotic, okay? Number two is using your phone. So we use our phones way too much. Everybody does it. And if you don't, well done. But I know I use my phone a lot, and I will sit there scrolling, and I recently found TikTok and I'm obsessed because I can't stop watching people do all these viral videos. But it's something that I need to monitor, and ways of doing that is putting a timer on your phone, or just committing yourself to a certain time of the day that you are allowed on your phone. For example, for me, I limit myself to 1 hour in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, I will go on my phone, I will do all my social media stuff for the day, and that's it. I give myself an hour, I put a timer on my Alexa, she's going to respond. I put a timer on her, and as soon as that timer goes off, I switch my phone off, and then I do the rest of the things that I need to do. I go and see clients, and then maybe at the end of the day, if I have time, I will look at my phone again. But apart from that, switch off your notifications. You don't need to read them as they pop up. Dedicate a certain time of the day to look at them. Another important thing is your Feng Shui and the vibe that you have that surrounds you, whether it's positive or negative, where it comes to people, objects, light, things like that can really affect your mood. So making sure that you're working in a positive environment, that you're working out and exercising in a positive environment. Make it nice, tidy it up, room it up, whatever you want to do to make it feel comfortable and positive. Something that I find really important is making sure that I have clean surfaces and a clean kitchen before I start cooking. Otherwise I don't enjoy it. It creates kind of a sense of panic and a little bit of anxiety. So my top tip is to have some candles out. Candles can be really good for your senses and creating a very, very calm environment. So when to work out can really affect your motivation. This could be the time of day, where you're working out, things like that. So something that works for me is making sure that I work out in the morning or at lunchtime. So I know that Monday, Wednesday and Friday I aim to go to the gym at the 6 a.m. and on a Tuesday and Thursday I aim to go at 12:30 because they're the classes I like and that's what I enjoy. Some people might not be motivated to exercise because they haven't found a type of exercise that they enjoy. And it's really important to kind of use trial and error to find classes, exercise styles, where you want to work out, and try it and see if it works for you, see if you like it. I was always not a yo-yo exerciser, but I was a yo-yo class person where I would attend this class. I never stuck to anything. I would try all the classes and nothing ever stuck until I found CrossFit, which is what's worked for me over the last year. I've stayed consistent and I really enjoy it. CrossFit isn't for everyone. Find something that you like. It could be dance fitness, it could be yoga, it could be Pilates, it could be home fitness, it could be going for a run, anything like that. Find what you enjoy the most. And choose a day and a time to do it. So when you get your planner, use Amazon. This is my planner. I am very busy in 2020. Excuse the muck on it. I use it every day, so it is filthy. But my planner was £5 from Budget Stretcher. I can see if they've got any more online and include the link below. But it's really helpful, and every day I write a list of, Good Friday, write a list down here of things I need to do. And I also plan and put a time down when I'm going to the gym, like anything else. Like if I know that I'm working from 9 till 5, then I know that I'm going to write down 6 till 7 I'm going to the gym. Just writing it down will secure that in your brain that you're going. And finally, kind of changing your mindset. So your mindset is ultimately what's going to motivate you. Create a positive life for yourself. Create a vision. Buy a planner, write a to-do list. All of those things will help change your mindset. Listening to inspiring podcasts and surrounding yourself with positive affirmations is always going to change you as a person. And it's going to help you to grow. Grow from a thinking perspective, grow from a personal perspective. All these things will influence your motivation levels. And motivation is deeper than anything that we can really comprehend. It's something that's affected by everything that's going on in our lives, whether it's a low mood or you've just been, for example, for me, I've just been in a car crash in January. So it's like completely knocked me off my routine, my schedule for 2 weeks. I was so busy just doing paperwork and trying to make claims and things like that. And not only did that affect my routine, but it also affected my mood and my anxiety and my stress. But I didn't let that stop me from exercising because I knew that exercise was really going to help me with getting better, feeling better. So stick to it, just stay consistent. Don't make excuses for yourself. I'm on my period, I don't want to go to the gym. The best time to go to the gym is on your period. Do exercise. You should go and watch my last video. I hope you have a lovely week. Don't let this coronavirus get to you. I know that we might not have access to gyms, so equipment is low and things like that, and we might not be able to get outside. So use your lounge space, use your kitchen space, use your bedroom space, and do a home workout. I don't have a lot of videos yet, but I have lots of videos on my Instagram and some videos coming up on my YouTube for home workout ideas and home workout sessions. So please go and give me a follow on Instagram if you want to get weekly. I post 2 videos a week on Instagram, and I am slowly building up that kind of playlist on YouTube. So go and do that, and don't let it get you down. Stay motivated and stay consistent. I have an ebook if anybody needs help with motivation in starting your fitness journey, so please comment below or email me and I will attach that at the end of the video. See you later!